morning stream. Hello. Welcome, Lee. Welcome. Apologies for the slight late start. I was preparing the canvas, and Cavestory Paint decided to crash on me. So let's hope it doesn't do that more today. That'd be great. Yeah, welcome in. Let's see. Yes, I have got my canvas. My Nagito. Just scroll over to my cookie references. There we go. Right now I only have Red Velvet, Pure Vanilla, and Shadow Milk on the reference sheet. But I feel like that is a good start. You might realize, you might notice the setup for that is accurate. Okay, well, the setup for Cavestory Paint looks a little different, and there's no particular reason. I just wanted to try it out. Yeah. Also, another slight thing before we start. Oh, hello. Can I call you Vice? It's okay. No. Welcome in. Just go to sleep. Yeah, so unfortunate time zones. Time zones are always a hassle when it comes to streaming. But the VOD will always be here later, if you want to go back and watch. Yeah. Thank you for coming in to say hi regardless. I hope that you have a good sleep. But yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna, this is a mess. I'm just gonna start drawing and then I'll talk about it meanwhile. And I'm gonna start with Pure Vanilla because I've been thinking about Pure Vanilla all week. It's like, that's like nearly all I've done. Just think about Pure Vanilla. Love Ice actually, that's new? Oh, I'm glad you like it then I will tell you that. I was trying to like... Sorry, I had a hard time trying to read your handle. Is it supposed to be Vicente? Actually? Sorry, that's not it. Yeah. I'm glad you like Vice. Yeah. But yeah, I am. So, slight update. I got a cat recently. Other than Lumi, and I'm letting you know because I have to take a pause during the stream to go get her lunch in about an hour, and we don't usually do pauses, so I figured it would be good to mention. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Oh, that's how your name is supposed to be said. Okay, yeah, I messed that up real bad. Well, sorry about that. Welcome to the Comfort Corner. I hope that you enjoy your stay. We do cozy art here in fan art and OCs. Play video games sometimes. Just have cozy vibes. Hey. I hope that you enjoy your stay, and if you do end up heading off to bed soon, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. I'm not entirely sure what kind of outfits I want to draw today. But I have been thinking about pure vanilla and fun outfits all week. I was in a waiting room at one point this week, and I was just sitting in there designing outfits for him in my sketchbook. Also, I feel like maybe I should mention I have not played Beast East Chapter 15 just yet. I will, but all the things I've seen about it makes me nervous, so I haven't started. I haven't started just yet. Yeah, I hope you've all been having a good week. A good Friday so far. I've been having a lot of fun drawing Pure Vanilla's hair. I always have a really fun time drawing like flowy hair, but like I tend to draw normal form Pure Vanilla with his awakened hairstyle just because I think it's really pretty. But I've been trying to draw more of his like original hairstyle, which I do think it's really fun that like his hair is still longer in the back than it looks, than you would guess that it is. So it's like secretly long hair, which is kind of fun. See, what kind of outfit should we make this? I have a feeling this is gonna be like this is the warm-up. And then we'll see what we get to do afterwards, because I don't know about this one. But I don't really want to start over either, so... It's kind of funny what started this whole thing, specifically with outfits this week. So I saw someone had drawn like a little scene of all the ancients having a slumber party, and it was really cute. But Pure Vanilla's outfit was like his hair was in a ponytail, and they'd drawn him in one of those like you know those really fancy like sleeping robes where they're all like fuzzy at the end and they're so long they're like draping on the floor, like they've got a fancy train even though it's just like a sleeping robe. It was one of those. It was really pretty. And just seeing everyone, all the Asians' outfits in that art made me feel like I want to draw them pretty outfits. Yeah. It is fun getting like inspiration from, like, when you just randomly run into inspiration. It's kind of fun. Okay, wait, he still needs his staff though. Hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna repose this arm because I realized he needs his staff to see. we can't not include that. Welcome into the stream. Welcome. Phone is horrible. The screen is glitching. I can barely see, but I love your art that I can see. Aw. I'll thank you for coming in to say that. I'm sorry about your phone screen. That sounds like not a good time. Hope that it can be fixed. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Comfort Corner. Welcome in. Hope that you enjoy your stay. We do cozy art and video games sometimes. A good time. It's all good. All it needs is a new screen and a new battery. Okay, can be fixed, and I hope that you managed to get that in so you can enjoy not glitching phone screen. The staff looked really bored. How many petals does it have actually? Oh yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. It's just like the arena stage thing you get. Just actually got into Kakuran Kingdom. After all the event things happening with some pretty good cookies. Nice. I hope that you're enjoying it so far. I love Cookie Run. I went on a pretty long hiatus from it, but I've been back for how long has it been? Since like last summer. I've been back. And I started playing back in like 2021, 2022, somewhere around there. I forget exactly when it was, but yeah. I hope that you're enjoying it so far. I love Cookie Run. Question, can I eat your heart? If you really want to, you may take a bite, yes. Just don't hurt the I don't know. Take a bite of the costume, not the actual character, please. If you must. It's a really good game. Yay, it's really good. Do you have a favorite cookie so far? You can probably guess mine. Yeah. Pure vanilla as well? Oh, nice. They're just... Yeah. I love pure vanilla. Pure vanilla is great. I haven't actually decided if I want to draw any cookie forms today. Because it's kind of a bit more complicated designing. Well, more complicated for me specifically, just because I'm more used to drawing humanoid characters. Yeah. I do enjoy drawing the cookie forms too, but I think I have an easier time designing in human form. He looks so small next to his staff without his giant hat. Oh. I thought I was sending in short messages just with the glitch on my keyboard. Hard to see and I keep accidentally sending. You know, it's fair. I've been there too. Like, accidentally sending stuff. For me, it's usually because I type too fast. But I get it, yeah. 3:24. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's real late or early, or both. Yeah, at time zones, right? Yeah, for me it's 11:24 in the morning. I usually always start streaming at 11. 11... Would it be? It's AM, right? 11 AM. That'd be... Yeah, that makes... Sorry, I struggle with that sometimes. Yeah. Hello, Keaton. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I think I dropped my phone, that's why it's glitching. Aww. Yeah, it easily happens. I feel like I need to, I'm gonna try to be faster about this. Because I want to do more outfits. I don't want to sit here spending an eternity on drawing a single outfit. This was, I guess the stream as a whole will be an exercise in not fretting over details and just going for vibes. I have no idea what the theme of this outfit is. I'm just kind of going for it. I'm in a like slight fantasy mood, so there's pretty big chance that's gonna show through. School nights, I should probably head to sleep soon. Yeah, that's fair. Even 2 months ago. Oh, yeah, it sucks. Dropping your phone is such an easy thing. Like, it's such an easy thing to happen, though. It always sucks when you accidentally break something you got recently. I'm sorry. Your art's so good and drawing right now as well. Oh, thank you. I hope that you're enjoying making your drawing as well. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Especially because I'm clumsy. So real. I want to tie a big bow at the end here because I think it would be cute. Never mind, that didn't come out right. Different kind of bow. What about... Yeah, this is better. Again, no idea what the vibes are. We'll figure it out as we go. I do love drawing pure vanilla and like really long flowy skirts and dresses though. It just looks so pretty. I'm trying to think who else I'd like to draw today. Definitely Shadow Milk. I don't know if I'd say that they're one of my favorites, but I kind of want to draw Venom Doe. I've only drawn them once. Like, not in a proper piece or anything, but just trying to learn their design. It was actually a lot of fun, but I don't really like their, or I should clarify, I don't really like drawing their current only canon outfit. It looks cool in-game, but, Yeah. Hold on. Let me figure out this anatomy real quick. Oh, you do pinecone cookie? Oh, I don't think I've ever drawn them before. So cute. Don't know what you do for the costume though. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. When I saw the thumbnail today, my brain immediately started playing Shadow Milk's theme. Hello, welcome in. Give me just a moment. Here, yes. Like this? No, wait, your shadows? I don't think it's either of these that you meant, but... Yep. Okay, well... I'm gonna do more for Pure Vanilla, but we'll get back to him, so don't worry about it. It's Shadow Milk time for a little bit. I don't know what it is about Shadow Milk, but like, whenever I draw him, I have a hard time choosing poses generally when drawing characters. Is it very loud? I feel like it's very loud. Yeah, that might be better. Sorry that was very loud. Thou art have awakened and I must do homework. Ah, I see. Good luck with homework. I'm doing alright, thank you. Hope you're doing okay too. Specifically the one with the accordion. I know the one you're thinking about, yeah. I wish I knew the name of the songs. I just know them by sound, so looking for them is a hassle. Extra week for exam week for me, and it's agony. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Exam weeks, I remember them well. I do not miss them. Trying to look for specific Spire of Deceit music really feels like like just clicking through the music gives me really strong like flashbacks to the story. So clicking through the playlist and just like looking for the right song, it feels like he's just like grabbing me by the hand, teleporting me around different rooms in the Spire, just be like, this the one you meant? No, next one. Glad you're doing right. It's supposed to be here. Oh, yeah. I hope that you're doing that you're doing alright despite the exam stuff. And then once it's over, it'll be all over, and you can relax and decompress and gay. Yeah, I was saying, I always have, like, I nearly always have a very hard time picking poses for characters, but when it's Shadow Milk for some reason, whenever Shadow Milk shows up and I decide to draw him, it really feels like he picks the pose and I just kind of follow along. Hi, Black Sapphire Cookie. Anyone else hear Black Sapphire Cookie talking over this theme? Like, whenever I hear it, I just hear Black Sapphire Cookie start talking in my head. Or is that just me? Maybe that's just me. That's not correct hand anatomy. Hold on, we'll get back to that hand in a little bit. Reminds me of looking through the Undertale Yellow music. I was speedrunning through the game and managed to get halfway. I still haven't seen or played Undertale Yellow. I keep hearing really good things about it. I'm planning to watch a playthrough eventually, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. I just hear Shadow Milk Cookie shouting up your Vanilla Butter show. Also fair, ma'am. Trying to think, like, I guess it depends which track in particular. think it's fun. What like thinking about different like the specific scenes and memories that the mind just like hangs on to. Like whatever you picture next to when you listen to specific music. So I love how like gravity defying his hair is. It's really fun to draw. With poses, I have issues most of the time because my brain makes up poses I couldn't find reference for. Yeah. Yeah. If it's possible for you in that specific scenario, I think one of the most like underrated things when it comes to finding reference for poses is like literally just trying to do the pose yourself. And if it's like, I do understand in a lot of cases it might be too difficult. Maybe you need to be really flexible or it's at a weird angle where you wouldn't know how to take the picture. But if it's possible, it's a really like underrated method, I think. There we go. This is the one. Hold on. The path we must tread. This is the classic one. This is the one we wanted. How often do you stream? I stream every Friday at 11 AM my time for about 2 to 3 hours. I do have the stream event set up so that whenever I end stream, I will set up the event for the next week, and it'll automatically translate the time into whatever time zone your device is set to, so you can see whatever time that is for you. Like, it's a bit more convenient than having to go and search for whatever time zone you're in. But yeah, every Friday. Cool, make sure to check in. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. You're always welcome. I am improvising literally everything about all of these outfits, so I have no idea what the outfit is gonna be before I draw it. However, I do know I want to braid his hair, so I'm gonna put little braids in it. And then we'll see where the vibe takes us from there. Oh my gosh, I just had a really silly thought, but now I kind of really want to draw it. Can you just picture for a moment, Truthless Recluse in like modern day emo gothic styles. Someone's already done it. I'm sure someone else on the internet has already had this idea and already drawn it, and I'm sure it's glorious, but also I kind of really want to. I kind of really want to draw that now. The Yumiko Archer is my favorite TV show on Friday. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it so much. Oh. Also, I like how you did Shadow's Anatomy. Thank you. I really like it, actually. I want to try and challenge myself to do more interesting poses. Because I feel like I get stuck in the, you know, the classic like pose dilemma that you see everywhere, where everyone is drawing every character in a 3/4 perspective straight on, and they're looking into the camera. I get stuck in that, and I would like to not do that anymore. I wonder, even do you play any friend core games like Repo Lethal Company? No, I've played one round of Phasmophobia ever. And I've never played Repo or Lethal Company. I used to watch Astral Spiff's Lethal Company like speedrun stuff, but I've never played it. Yeah, sounds like a cool trip. Do them one at a time now. Yeah, I know. I gotta finish Shadow Monk first. After Shadow Monk, though. maybe. So, well, yeah. I saw the picture in my head and was like, oh my gosh, I need to put this on paper. Has favorite looking up meme. Wait, what? Hold on, let me Google. What is that meme? Favorite looking up. Oh. Oh, I've seen that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep. Got repo from my Steam sale. Me happy I get to play with some of my homies. Oh yeah. I've played not those kind of games, but like I've played Stardew Valley with some of my friends. I haven't really played anything. I haven't really played anything multiplayer in a really long time now, though. Angle's actually a good test of angle perspective. Practicing with fear and looking at. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge to draw. I do also struggle with drawing that particular angle. I was thinking I'll just put little braids, but I think I want to do a big braid. Is it creepier when the eyes are in a braid? Does that make it more creepy? I'm not sure. I feel like it maybe kinda does because it looks like they're hiding. Play Cookie Run Kingdom. I hear it's really good. I do play Cookie Run Kingdom, and I do agree, it's very good. I have a feeling I'm gonna have so much that I feel like I need to draw after I play Beasties Chapter 15. Just based on what Tumblr has been telling me. I have the feeling I'll have a lot on my hands at that point. I see. That's probably not directed at me. My bad. Personally, would rather read up on the lore of Cookie Run. Can't play in command. Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of like on YouTube, you can find people who have compiled all of the cutscenes and story into longer videos. They do take a while to watch, which is fair also if you don't want to put the time into that. But like, yeah, whenever I put those on, I treat them like an audiobook. I just sit there and listen, and then if something dramatic happens, you just look up and be like, oh, we actually got a fancy illustration for this. Sometimes there's anime, like proper fancy animation. It's not very often. Glad that I could play a bit of some games. Feels like I'm getting my freedom back. Yay! Chapter 15, you are not ready. Oh, I've been told. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest. Yeah, but I do want to, because I made this mistake with Genshin, like leaving the story for a long time because I was nervous and didn't want to put the energy into processing new story stuff. And now I'm like a year and a half behind, and I've been spoiled about so many things, and I'm like, it's such a bad habit of mine, because I'm like, I'm scared of getting overwhelmed and then I leave it, and I've promised myself that I won't do that with Cookie Run. So I know it's been like a week or two, but I'm going to play it soon. Definitely before next patch, at the very least. On Tumblr, I only made a blog about how algorithms kind of made me lose my identity to me. I got it so much. Oh, that's really scary. Like just following what's being recommended. I've heard some scary stories about that from other people too. Let's not get too deep into that. That's the scary topics. But yeah, it's good that people are talking about it at least, so you can be aware of it and maybe catch it before it gets to you. Debating if I should buy Deltarune as a birthday gift for a friend. Maybe if they would enjoy Deltarune, perhaps. Turning out more and that's fast. Yay. There's my alarm to go feed my cat. I'll finish catching up on chat and then we'll take a slight break to so I can go make sure that my cat gets food. Speaking of Hale, I managed to mend bonds with a friend group I fell out with, which is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm glad it turned out alright. Hey. Do you think Shadow Milk Cookie's hair is like tucked in his hat, or do you think he's just bald with tufts of hair at the front of his forehead? I guess it depends on whether you see like Let me just zoom in on my reference here. Depends on whether you think this whole thing at the like up here and with the eyes in it, whether that's a hat or his hair, because personally I think that is his hair. Like to me it just makes sense that like since he has eyes that emote with him and he can see out of them, it makes sense that would be like in some sense part of his biology. At least that's what makes sense to me. I have seen quite a few Bald Shadow Milk edits though, so. Never heard the alarm. It's the first time I've seen your future channel. Yeah, that's I got a cat like since the last time I streamed. That's the thing, and she didn't really have like a schedule that she used to receive food on from the last owners, but we talked to a vet and we're trying to figure out when the best time is to give her food, and I'll figure out how to deal with this, but for now I'm just gonna have to go get her food in the middle of stream. Because and if it stays like this, then I'm gonna have to do that every stream unless someone else is home. So, but yeah, I don't have any like pictures to show of her or anything, but I do have a cat other than Lumi now, which is exciting and slightly nerve-wracking. Like that's his hair too. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to the intermission screen, and I'll be back in like 1 minute. I'm gonna go get her some food. Yes. back. Hope that didn't take too long. I'm gonna have to figure out, for the future what to do about, about, like, her food time and stream day. I'm okay, thank you. Have I mentioned that I love the small additions you make in your treehouse? Oh, I don't think you have, but I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I really like, I really like the comfort corner, like, cozy space we have. Very nice. I am in the process of, like, doing, it's not being redesigned, but I'm doing a new background for it. Okay. I hope that also turns out good. What if this is turning into like a fancy suit outfit, kind of? It's pretty close to his, like, already existing vibes. Vibe with his outfit, I think, but I wonder if we put together, like, all of the outfits that people have drawn for Shadow Milk. If we put them all in the same closet, I'm just thinking of like the closet he would have for theater performances. You know, like theater costume areas. Just put all the costumes that people have drawn for him. Just put them all in the same closet, and that's his theater costume area. I don't know what you actually call those. It's still there, but it's better. That's good. Going in the right direction. I think too, I've never actually drawn Lady Azure before. I probably will at some point. Well, I like the top so far, at least. do we do for the bottoms? I like to call them theatrical attire? Thespian gear. I don't even know what that word means. Wonder why it's freaking out. Normally it's not this bad. Right, it's good. Oh, that's good. Hello. Thought it was not gonna be human version. I think human versions are a bit weird. By a good day. Yeah, that's fair. I hope you have a good day as well. Thanks for coming in to say hi. Yeah. I mostly draw human versions. I draw the cookie forms sometimes. Sucks because it makes it hard to play Cookie Run Kingdom Impossible mode. Yeah. Thespian's just related to drama, basically. Okay. I definitely I've heard the word before, but I'm not sure where. Is it in like the Thespian tricks from Genshin? That's where I've heard it. In the Imaginarium Theater, where you do the challenge, and then you go talk to Wolfie, and he gives you like photo poses for your characters, but the poses are called Thespian tricks. That's where I've heard that word before. Okay, full disclosure, I got an idea. However, these are pants that already exist in Infinity Nikki. They're just cool and unique. I'm gonna give them to him. I wish you could dye these in Infinity Nikki. I think they'd fit him really well. I do in-game character cosplays, by the way, for context. And if you could dye these pants in the game, then they would be great for him. But unfortunately you can't. They are stuck in like a teal green kind of color with embroidered flowers on it, so that doesn't really fit him. If I like any of these outfits enough, I might do a cookie version, but we'll see. I haven't actually drawn any cookies in their cookie form since we did it last for stream. That was a while ago. Drew a cookie run OC with human proportions? Nice. I really want to draw my what do you call it? In game they're just called my cookie. Or like the Sona cookies. I really want to draw my avatar cookie with like human proportions, because I haven't done that yet. Might sleep. I have a vulnerable sleep schedule. Yeah, maybe you should head to bed, especially if it's that late. Yeah. But thank you for hanging out, though. Appreciate it. I hope that you had a good time. That you have a wonderful, wonderful, peaceful sleep. Thanks. Amy, are you into horror? I feel like I asked before, but I forgot. I was thinking of a certain movie when I started humming along to Shadowlook theme. And yeah, I've seen Coraline. I really like Coraline. I like a lot of horror games, but not a lot of horror movies. Horror in general as a concept very much depends. Like, there was a time where pretty much all of the YouTube Let's Plays I used to watch they were all horror games. And I watched Markiplier and Jacksepticeye's like playthroughs of scary games way too much. I don't really like playing them myself. But I think maybe that's the difference with horror movies for me, because they feel... When I'm watching a Let's Player, it's like I've got company. Someone else is there to be scared with me. But playing a horror game myself or watching a horror movie, it feels... It's more scary because it doesn't feel like you have company, you know? Or someone to make a lighthearted joke as scary things is going on. But in general, I do like horror, yeah. I'm not sure if Coraline counts as horror, but it did unsettle me when I was a young lad. Yeah. I'm not sure if it counts. Maybe like, is there such a thing as like kids horror? Because if that is a thing, it definitely counts as that. Yeah, I liked Coraline. It was good. I feel like, I'm just trying to think of like other movies that would fit into that category. I think maybe like Nightmare Before Christmas would count, but my first thought was like, this was a movie I was scared of as a kid. The newer Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like that story is scary. I feel like that would, whatever like you would call it, like kids horror movies, that movie would go in that category, I think. Played Repo Along a lot of times, even with Trend included at the Academy. I haven't even, like, I've seen a lot of content about like Lethal Company and Phasmophobia, but I don't really know a lot about Repo. I think it's because of the avatars. The avatars like didn't. The avatars made me uncomfortable. I think that's it. I just never really saw anything about it. What's the other one? That's kind of like that. The one where you're like trying to be YouTubers going into the scary place. I forget what it was called, but that's sort of like a friend multiplayer game where you're trying to record scary stuff. Like a man alone in a city trying to hide from an eldritch horror. Nerve-wracking. Oh. Which Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The one with Johnny or the old one? The one with Johnny Depp is the one that I've seen. I had a friend growing up who, I don't know if her parents had like any, like kept any sort of what do you call that? They kept track of what she was watching, because she watched a lot of scary things. And I remember one time when I went to her house, I was like 6 or 7, and she wanted to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and we watched part of it, and then my mom came to pick me up just about the time the girl was turning into a blueberry, and it was really scary. And I didn't watch the rest of that movie for the rest of for like when did I think I didn't watch the whole thing until I was like 17. It took me a really long time to be okay with trying to rewatch that one, because people were saying like it's a classic movie, right? But I didn't get back to it for a long time because of that experience. Same thing with the first Harry Potter movie. What's the ghost's name? The Headless Nick? That's the one. I don't like body horror. I've gotten better with it, and there are some things that I like now, but like body horror and gore stuff, very much out of my comfort zone. And I found that out early. Yeah. Love the Repo avatars, they're cute. To each their own. To each their own. Content, yeah, content warning, that's the one. Charlie's pretty weird like that. I think it just like all the things that happen to the kids are really scary. But also I've always been afraid of kids in general, even when I was a kid myself. So it's just, yeah, like actual Willy Wonka in that movie, he's unsettling, but also the kind of like, you know, the eccentric vibes. I've always found like a weird sort of comfort in that. I think it's because I'm autistic, because, you know, I'm weird too in a lot of ways, and have been told so on many occasions. So even though a lot of the stuff he does is scary, and I can't bring myself to dislike Willy Wonka, or at least the version in that movie either, even though I have no desire to rewatch it. Took you a decade. Yeah, understandable. I'd freak out too if someone inflates like a Voldemort would freak me out more. I didn't really have a problem with how... I didn't find it super scary the way that Voldemort looked. It was worse in the first movie though. Like the double, like the whole thing with how he looks in the first movie, that's scarier than how he looks later. Which reminds me, I never finished watching Harry Potter. And now I probably won't. It's like a weird thing about that. Voldemort in later movies just looks silly. Old man who got mad because he failed to get a scholarship. Is that a way to sum it up? I don't remember. I don't remember enough to know if that's accurate. I feel like I should remember more. I read the books a lot. In middle school. I would sit and read those during recess. So I've probably read all of the Harry Potter books twice. But it was all back then. Then I just never finished the movies. But considering how much I read them, I feel like I remember, like none of it, pretty much. Which feels kind of odd. Now I just really wish that now I just really want an update for Infinity Nikki where they allow you to dye these pants a different color, because I want to put them on my Shadow Milk cosplay now. I like this outfit more than I thought I would. Honestly, it felt kind of generic in the beginning, and I feel like you can just tell by the vibes that I've been rewatching Ouran High School Host Club. But I don't mind it as much as I thought I would. Shall we move on to the next one? Power to rule the entire world targets this particular school for some reason. Yeah, it is kind of weird, huh? He could just go over, like, go for the rest of the dimension, but instead he's like, nah. That's cool. I want that one. I hadn't thought about it like that before. Emo time, yeah. Truthless recluse, here we come. It's your turn. I guess we'll go blue for this one as well. Hold on. Restarting. Scott, I started drawing it and then I was just like, oh yeah. Do better poses, right? I feel like he doesn't really emote much. He's about as stoic as you can be. I don't know if this... I'm just thinking, like, would... No, I wouldn't. I'm just thinking, like, would his posture get worse? But I feel like it probably wouldn't. Because... we're getting into headcanon territory. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I'm just thinking, like normally, like, he was a king. And he would probably have had a bunch of training in, like, etiquette and stuff. I doubt that would go away. Even as truthless or close. Okay, I really want to make this an outfit that I really like because I already feel like I want to draw whatever this outfit turns out to be in cookie form. I need to mentally convince myself that I can just put it into the game if I like it enough. Even though I know I can't, but you know. I have a question actually. Does it feel like it's misleading when the thumbnail for the stream is cookie form cookies? Like, should I make a separate thumbnail for when I want to draw human form cookies? Maybe I should. Because it makes sense. Like, people are coming into this stream expecting cookies and getting human form cookies, you know? Oh my gosh, Truthless Recluse in those like ridiculously tall platform boots. They're so impractical, but they look so cool. Might as well use one of your sketches as a thumbnail later. Yeah. That's sort of the problem with like I guess specifically with YouTube streaming, because they require you to put a thumbnail for the stream before you start it. And with video games, that I'm sure that works, but when you're doing art and you're not entirely sure what you'll be drawing for the entirety of the stream, then it's possible you set a thumbnail and then realize like, oh, I'm not going to be drawing whatever's on that thumbnail that day. Or you could just do whatever Drawfee does. If you know what Drawfee does, if you know, you know. Just put whatever Karina's drawing on the thumbnail. People will click for that. I don't know. I don't really feel like I need to particularly get people's attention, but I don't want people to feel misled. Like if they join the stream and it's not what they were expecting. I was expecting any kind of coherent stuff. Maybe it could be misleading for some, but it's like, as long as I'm consuming coherent content, I'm fine. Might just be me. Thank you for the feedback though. Yeah. I might make a separate one. Because the one I have right now, yeah, I don't know. I'll think on it. I might do a new one for when we're drawing specifically human form cookies. Best be safe than sorry. Personally, that's my favorite way of talking. Yeah, I don't really know where to put the line with that either, because I'm pretty much the same in that manner. We'll see. I have really enjoyed having like themed thumbnails for whatever we're drawing, instead of as we used to have it before, where it was just the same thumbnail for all drawing time, and then the title was different. I've been really enjoying having my themed thumbnails for the art theme of the day. I know it hasn't even been that long and I haven't used them that much, but I like them. They're nice. This idea is getting away from me really fast. I just, what if Gothic OG Lolita, Truthless Recluse, we're not doing that today, that's gonna take me way too long, but has anyone had that thought yet? I feel like they must have, yeah. Someone has to have drawn that already. I haven't actually drawn Truthless Recluse that much, which is kind of weird for how much I like him, but hold on. That's right. Okay. Yep, I just had to look at a reference real quick. I wasn't sure if the forehead like marking was actually still there. I feel like I should mention that I am not super familiar with specifically like drawing this kind of outfit. So I'm gonna do my best, but if it turns out bad, then I'm sorry about that. And I've never personally wore this kind of style. I'm way more familiar with like gothic styles than emo styles because I've worn those more myself. And I think both are really cool. This is definitely a weird way to hold a staff. But I'm gonna leave it for now, and maybe we will fix it later. My style, if I had the freedom to wear what I want, would be denim punk, that's for sure. And did you know my heavy metal powers? Oh, yeah. Especially the black nails and chains. Aw, I do love those too. Whenever I have my nails painted, it's mostly like black or like glittery space type of colors. Fun. I kind of like I've worn a lot of different styles throughout the years, but it kind of shifted a lot. Was it like November, December, like 2024, I think. That's when I rewatched Moomin Valley and remembered how much I love Snufkin, and that like shifted my entire style ever since. And I'm sure I'll get back to everything I was wearing beforehand, like kinda gothic and gothic styles and like classic Lolita and I don't know, Morike kind of. Yeah, fashion styles are so I love unique fashion styles. Whenever I see people whenever I'm out and about and I see people wearing unique clothing, I'm just like, yeah, this is a win for every single person who wants to wear unique clothes. Both for those who do and those who maybe don't have the confidence to see that more people are doing it so they can wear their own cool stuff. Yay. I kind of want to give him like a cloak, but that would not at all be the vibe, I don't think. What about like fish turtleneck? Is that a thing people wear? I feel like that'd kind of be a vibe. Once I return home, I might finally get the hot topic levels of vibe I can get. Yeah. I wish we had Hot Topic here. It just seems like a good vibe store. But we don't have it in Sweden, as far as I'm aware, at least. Probably not Hot Topic, but anything grungecore. Yay! Oh, I see. We got cold subjects here. There is a store, I think I'm pretty sure it's in Stockholm. Like, that has similar vibes, but I've never gone there. I've just seen what the website looks like. Maybe someday I can visit it. I never remember what it's called though. Oh my, I saw a bracelet like this in a secondhand store recently, and I really wanted to get it, but it was slightly too expensive. I kind of wish I would have got it. Like, just straight up chains. And you can clip little charms on there, I bet. If I go back there and it's still there, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy that bracelet, and I'm going to love wearing it. Lately, a lot of nostalgia stuff is tickling, especially related to Disgaea. Patapon, I don't know what it is. Disgaea I've heard of. Yeah. I have to get a lapis bracelet myself. Damn, they're pricey. Yeah. Jewelry in general, very expensive. I feel like most cool fashion things that you would want for style is like the best place to get them is just secondhand stores. If you visit them a lot, I bet you'd find some really cool stuff. I used to go more often, but then now there's a lot more people visiting those, and my anxiety does not have a good time with that. But every time I do go, it's always a good time. Some people just have like that, like it feels like magic. They just walk into secondhand stores and find everything they want every time. I have a relative who's like that. And she finds what I want too when I'm not there. Just like, how do you do that? don't get secondhand stores? Ones I've heard mostly have signs of excessive use already. That's a shame. I hope they open up more. So I guess like secondhand stores and thrift stores are like they're different from antique. The names for these kind of stores in English mess with my head a bit. But it's a shame they don't have more of them then. I've heard that in the US specifically, there's a lot of like, maybe not a lot, but there are like chains that market themselves as secondhand stores, but then they're not actually. Somehow, I don't quite get how it works or why it is the way it is, but I've heard about it. Which, if that's true, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to try out Goodwill or a thrift store, maybe in a few years. Yeah, I don't know what the different like what the names of the stores are elsewhere. I do find it funny what the biggest like secondhand store chain in Sweden is called, because it's called Myrorna, and directly translated to English it just means the ants. So me and a friend like to call it the ant store. Yeah. But there's a bunch of like different chains that have a bunch of different stores, and then some that are not chains that are just like a single store. There's quite a lot of them here. I should be more appreciative that we have them here, because I think I kind of take them for granted by now. Also, I'm liking the drip on this cookie. Yay! Thank you. I hope I'm capturing the vibes right. The end store. Nice. Reminds me of... Am I in the store? I don't actually know which store that is. But it is fun. Just getting to message my friend, just being like, hey, you want to go to the ant store? I do wonder, like what would you assume if you heard that out of context? Okay, I'm gonna pause this fire music. We need some more chill vibes. It's a bit dramatic. Thank you. Need a break from the dramatic music. The ant store would definitely be a place that sells multiple ant-related stuff, like ant foods, ant boxes, stuff like that. Yeah, if you for people that have those like ant boxes, like the ant farms where they just have them in a little glass box. Ants are scary. I don't want to mess with those. Yeah, true. They're I don't mind them when they're minding their own business, but when they, you know, if you're sitting like on a forest floor, I don't know, just chilling with good forest vibes and a snack maybe, if you're brave, and for some reason, like ants always show up, and then when you like move out of their way, so because you assume that you're sitting in a normal path they take, right? So you get out of the way so they can pass, but they don't pass. They just change directions to keep approaching you. And I'm just like, why? I don't have anything for you. What do you want? Oh. If your sign is please don't make them bigger, yeah, please don't. I feel like that's my thing with most bugs. Like, I don't mind them as long as they're minding their own business, as long as they don't bother me. Otherwise, they're scary. I was gonna give him really long pants, but then what about cute leg warmers? Maybe we can do both. If I make them short, we can do leg warmers as well. I feel like you can tell by the order I've been drawing things today. I don't really like drawing pants. So it seems I tend to avoid it. Now the question is, are these like really oversized ripped pants or are they skinny jeans? I feel like he wouldn't like too tight fitting clothing, just based on the kind of stuff he already wears. Yeah, probably. What if they're like... I keep thinking, like, I just keep thinking that he would want to wear a skirt. I can't... Yeah. No, I think I have to go back. For me, it depends. Loose pants, yay. Tight pants, hell no. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm gonna put him in a pleated skirt. I don't care. I feel like if I put him in skinny jeans, he's gonna glare at me until I melt. I feel like he'd be really upset about it. It's gonna be a longer pleated skirt. So it's like comfortable. You don't have to worry about it being too short. But yeah. Like this maybe? That's a decent length. Could be even longer if we wanted it to be. Who cares about gender norms? Emo punks don't follow a rule anyway. Yeah, true. Reminds me of Testament from Guilty Gear? Is that a character? Let me Google. Oh, they look so cool. Oh my god, oh, I love that outfit. Oh my god, I've never played or watched. I don't know anything about Guilty Gear, like nothing. I now know they do have cool character design. Yeah, it looks so cool. Okay. By the way, did anyone see the Sonic trailer for Sonic 4? Or the teaser, I guess, more than a trailer. I'm really excited to see it when it comes out. Yay. They're pretty cool and non-binary. Oh, very epic, very cool. My friend has the Miku color palette mod on them. Oh, that sounds awesome. Don't ask me why I'm trying to do like effects and stuff when I'm not even finished with the sketch. I don't know, it just kind of ended up this way. If we have time after I finish this, I will be drawing him in cookie form in this outfit as well. Yeah, I like this way more now. The Sonic 4 movie? Yeah. The Sonic 4 movie. It released like either yesterday or early today. I guess it depends on, again, depends on time zone. But yeah, really recently, they released on the official Sonic YouTube channel a teaser for the Sonic 4 movie. Yay. And I'm really surprised they dropped the release date. They said it's gonna be in theaters in March of 2027. So next year. It's still a year left, but still, like, having a release date this early is very out of the ordinary, I feel like. I'm really excited to go see it. Yay. Excited now, yay! Just had a realization that I messed up my homework because it was due yesterday. Oh no. Until submitted, but bro, that was pain. Yeah. Oh, I hope that your teacher still accepts it and is understanding. Am I gonna actually have to... Hold on, let me just reorganize the canvas a bit. I'd prefer not to have to shrink any of them. I guess they can overlap a little bit. It's fine. we just do... I'm just gonna do the color blocking real quick so that it doesn't look weird when they're overlapping on the canvas. Hello, Benjamin. Welcome in. Welcome into the stream. We're going a little late to the stream this time around, but we're here. Yeah, welcome in. We're drawing, we're designing outfits for Cookie Run characters today. It's a good time so far. I'm really liking the one we're working on right now. Hey, hope you're having a good day. I just reorganized the canvas so that I can actually give Truthless Recluse the ridiculously tall platform boots that he deserves. It's great as always, love the colors. Oh, okay, thank you, I'm glad. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna color these first two on stream today, but we might color Truthless Circles. I'm gonna do a cookie form version right after we finish this one, because I want to see what he looks like in cookie form with this. And we might color that cookie form. I really like this outfit so far, way more than I thought I would. Yeah. I hope that it turns out just as good when it's finished. Not so good today, stressful, but that's where the stream comes in and makes it better. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but we're here to bring the calm vibes now. I hope that can make you feel a bit more calm. One thing that people do with leg warmers that I think is so cool but I don't quite understand is like some people put like little charms on their leg warmers and it looks so cool, but also like how do you put them on there and then not have the leg warmers fall down? Like aren't the charms heavy? I have a pair of leg warmers that I really like. And I've kind of wanted to try doing that, but I feel like they fall down on their own even if I don't put anything on them. Like, wouldn't they just fall down faster? I think it's so cool the way that people accessorize their stuff, especially in these kind of similar styles where it's kind of part of the deal to have a ridiculous amount of accessories. I love that. Probably hook some garter up or something. Kind of friction is applied. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh wait. Yep, hold on. My tablet just decided to disconnect. I'm gonna restart it real quick. I don't know if it's gonna make a little bloop computer noise. It might. If it does, that's my computer. Not yours. Your computer is fine. There we go. Okay. All better. Leg warmer charms follow the same logic as large sword sheaths on the back. Not really practical because it's impossible to put the sword in and take it out that way, but it looks cool. Yeah. I love impractical style choices. They're so annoying to wear, but they look so cool. Like my computer's not blown up. No! I just needed to restart my tablet. Worry not, I use Linux and I don't hear it. Oh. Yeah, let me just go back to my drawing after that. Also, it's been a while since we had a hydrate break, so remember to drink some water and have a good stretch if you haven't in a while. Okay. I'm gonna put... It would be impractical, but I'm gonna put like little chain loops on the end here. And it could be like It could be one with an eye. Maybe. I love over-accessorizing. It's like one of my favorite things. I sat down the other day. I love planning outfits. You can probably tell from the stream, but like I love it. It's the, I don't know, could you call it a hobby? I guess maybe. I have a lot of fun with it, but I have a lot of pieces in my closet that I don't that I haven't worn in a long time because they carry not so fun memories. And so I sat down the other day and just basically did the like styling that I would do in real life, except I did it the way I do character design, because it's a lot easier to look at clothing pieces more objectively that way. And so I just sat down and styled and drew a bunch of outfits with pieces in my closet that I don't wear, in the hope that I will grow more used to them and actually start to wear them. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Would recommend if that sounds like something you enjoy. But yeah, and so now I have a bunch of plans for outfits that I gotta make. Some of which some of those clothing pieces that I used for that exercise, like I don't actually know where I have them. I probably put them in a box in the attic or something years ago. But I still, like, I remember that I liked it and just like, oh, I want to wear that, but I can't because of this and this. I gotta go find them now. Sounds like fashion design, yay! I love fashion design. If I was in a better, I haven't really talked much about this, but if I was in I think a better mental space for the last couple years, I probably would be studying fashion design in college by now. Because I started and then I had to quit because it was too straining on my mental state. But I do find it a lot of fun. Let's see. We need more socks on this outfit. Cause you know it's like you gotta be wearing at least like 3 socks for this style. I feel like that's always how it goes. College and I just imagine me as the guy with the 1,000-year stare. The fact that you're here and acknowledging it is an achievement in itself. I'm sure one day you'll find a way back to that passion. I hope so. I really hope so. I still have like the what would you call it, like the creative drive for it, and I still find just as much enjoyment in it as I used to. But there were a lot of like technicalities about how it works in real life that just kind of drained me a lot. Yeah, but I hope someday I can find my way back there, even if I have to start over, even if I have to like take the course that I already did. Yeah, maybe someday. Now, question is what kind of like print to put on this shirt. Sorry, I fell asleep. Oh, no need to apologize. I hope you had a good nap. Welcome back, Lee. Welcome back. Someday. Started late with college because of IRL. I can even manage to get myself into college. It's never too late to start. Yeah. Such a cool line though, even if I have to start over. Really, I don't know. I'm glad you think so. There's not a lot of things that I feel strongly enough to put in the effort to do. It might seem otherwise just because I do a lot of technical stuff, but that's like when it comes to art things and technical things, if I want something enough, I will push through whatever I need to do to get there. But IRL stuff is a different matter entirely. So it's like, yeah, it was enough. Bad. I also fallen asleep to the stream because all the vibes were too cozy. Oh. If you need some sleep though, and the stream manages to help you fall asleep, I'll take that as a win. Let's give him some necklaces while I think about what to make the print. It was really fun though for the course that I did, the final assignment. It was like a mini starter course kind of thing. And the final assignment was to create a entire fashion collection of like the kind of stuff that you see on runways where it's like maybe between like 7 and 10 different complete outfits. The final assignment was to like make one of those, to make it like a full collection of outfits, where there's like a focus piece or a main, like a main clothing piece in each outfit, and not to reuse them. And that was actually so much fun. I think one or two of those pieces I have actually sewn myself because I liked them enough that I was like, I want to wear that. And that was really fun. If the whole course was like that, I definitely would have continued. Like I'm just glad I made it through that first course and then decided it was heavy enough to not do the rest, the follow-up course afterwards. But like if the whole course was like that one assignment, it would have just been only fun the whole way through. That does sound interesting, actually. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I never got to know any of the other students in the class, but I'm really curious what everyone came up with because we never got to see each other's work. Why? Probably because there were about 200 students in that one class. So it would have been quite a time management, probably. I guess they could have just, like, we had a Discord server for that one class. I guess they could have, like, made a Discord channel where people got to post their final assignment, but they didn't. So it was kind of a big deal. It would have been a big deal for them to organize, I think. Even though it would have been really fun to see what everyone came up with. You're already a legitimate character designer with your OCs. Like you'd be a good costume designer like through films or cosplay. Oh, that is such a big that is such a big compliment. Thank you. If I can make characters or clothing or outfits and it's just that people think is cool, it's like all I could ask for. I want to make cool stuff that inspires other people to also make more cool stuff. Their little soul gem necklace. And then... I see, screw this. This tool I'm using feels like I would almost submit it despite how janky it is. At least I finished the code. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Coding seems really difficult. To me, coding is like magic. I'd love to learn at some point. Me, I've never done coding. What alien language is this? Oh, yeah, same. I gotta say, I definitely need more practice with character design, and you seem to be doing great, especially capturing the vibes. Oh. Thank you. If I can... that was about to sound kind of... I'm gonna say it anyway, but I'm aware it sounds kind of sad. I don't know. If I can make something worthwhile, that's all I wish for. What if it's... Oh my gosh, what if it's the... What if it's what's it called? Like the wish animation where each of the ancients and beasts are like in the swirly shape. So it's like pure vanilla here, and then in shadow milk here, and they're like doing the swirly motion. Is it the other way around? Hold on. I might be drawing that upside down. Yes, I was drawing it upside down. Hold on, I got a reference for this. This is the shirt pattern I've decided. This is the shirt print. I don't know why I thought it was the other way around. Okay, I'm gonna put it to the side so I can have my reference right there. If you're looking for character design, I want to recommend Limbus Company. They have some very nice designs. I have heard a lot about Limbus Company. I kind of want to find like a story summary, because I did watch a summary. This kind of not character design related, but just like Limbus Company related. I've heard some really good stuff about the story. But I don't want to get into another gacha game, being so real about it. I have enough gacha games on my plate already. But I do really want to know more about it, because it seems interesting. I haven't really seen much of the designs though, actually, surprisingly. I feel like whenever I see people talk about this game, I don't see people mention character designs. I see people mention the like gory art style and deep lore. Okay, I'd like to make something worthwhile too with the stuff I do. I agree with that. I'd love to make something worthwhile. I think we all would. I hope we all can. Yeah, I hope so too. Limbus Company art style kind of reminds me of AOT. That's a take I haven't heard before. Hold on. It reminded me of something too, but it's not Attack on Titan that I was thinking of. I'm not sure what I was thinking of. I think it's reminding me of some like really obscure visual novel that I saw like 10 years ago or something. elevator music. Here we go. It's kind of weird to see him looking so peaceful in official art. You know? Feels like he's always looking distraught or mischievous and nothing in between. Finally free, no more homework. Congrats, yay! I finally do almost everything. Hey. Actually, it's a better description of obscure visual novel from years ago. Yeah, it has this kind of like very particular style that I feel like a lot of mainstream anime, like anime-inspired art was closer to, and like it feels like a visual novel that would have come out in like 2011, maybe. It's very specific, and I don't quite know how to describe it. One of the things I do not miss from school, the assignments and workload and deadlines and stressing. Yeah. Same. I have a relative around my age who's studying to be a doctor, and I admire his dedication to schoolwork, because my gosh, that sounds difficult. You just described it. Close enough, I guess. I feel like I want to describe it more, but I don't have the words for it. Oh, that... Sorry, I just noticed, like, as I'm drawing the soul gem, it's so weird seeing both of their soul gems face the same way. It's not a thing we see very often. It's just kinda odd. I was looking at it going, wait, this isn't right. But no, that is right. Okay. Sure, it makes sense, I just didn't see it coming. There we go. It's a lot bigger than I intended it to be, but I think that's fine. I like this outfit a lot. Oh, I really like it. I'm gonna have to draw it more times. Oh, we're almost over time. We can do like a really quick cookie sketch. If I do the stuff another time, we can do a quick cookie sketch. Actually, I have a friend studying to be a surgeon. I look at their work and it's like looking at unorganized cable management. Oh. Yeah, like what do you even say? Just like props to everyone studying to do something in general, but especially complicated stuff like that. I can't imagine. At least we have to see you happy with your work. You know, I feel like I don't really know what to say about it when I'm really happy with something, because my natural reaction is just the stim. When I'm really happy with something. I'm just really excited because I'm happy with it. When I'm really happy, I don't speak. I just make weird noises. And then I don't know how to explain them or like make sense of them for anyone else. the Tumblr memes of getting really excited about art or really like liking a thing you made or looking at other people's art and being like, oh my gosh, that's the best thing ever, except you just like go into the tags and like key smash. That's, yeah, like that. that's the vibe. Yeah. Don't mind me just getting a reference of Truthless Recluse so I can draw his face accurately. in cookie form. Currently working on a script for a movie I'm planning to shoot this summer. I was stuck in a scene and didn't know how to tie it together, and then it hit me and it just stood up and said, oh my god. Yeah, key smashing is the perfect description. It's like, oh, like, it's so good. Ah! How do you... Oh, I wish there was a way to pronounce key smash. Because I need that in my daily life. I feel like we all need that. But yeah, I get that feeling exactly. I hope that your movie goes well and that you have a lot of fun making it. I felt like that when I was writing stuff, like writing OC stuff, and I was kind of stuck at a point in the story, and except I didn't. Except I wasn't like excitedly celebrating. I was just sitting in my chair and just realized, oh my gosh, this is where the story goes. And I just, you know the meme where someone is just sitting on like a foldable chair with their head in their hands, like absolutely destroyed by something? That was me when I realized, oh, this is what the lore is supposed to be. As my what do you call that class? Like, I guess just general media class in high school said, kill your darlings. In this context, meaning if you're stuck at story stuff, or like if you're stuck in a creation of yours, and you can't seem to move on, get rid of your favorite part of it and see what happens. That was his genuine advice to us when we were working assignments and got stuck on something. My homework workflow goes from this range. All right. Okay, this is annoying. Oh gosh, it's dragging. Really, amusing in the most tragic way. Yeah, that was a few years ago. I've known now for a long time what it's gonna be, but I have not been able to bring myself to write it yet, because it's... anytime I start thinking about it, I just start crying. Yeah. But it's necessary. It's necessary for the story. It's just the way it's gotta be. I am aware these eyes are way too big, but we're gonna readjust afterward. Hold on, I need to blow my nose real quick. One moment. I'd say kill the lights, but kill the darlings it is. Yeah. It's interesting advice, might try it out. Yeah, it's not fun in the process. I'll say that, but having practiced it a lot over the years since then, it can be genuinely helpful. Like, even if you don't delete a part of the thing you're working on permanently, if you just take out if you take out your favorite part of a project and just see what it evolves into instead, it can help you think about it from a different perspective than you were before. And in that sense, I think it's really helpful. I think in some cases he did literally mean like, oh, delete it permanently. Personally, I don't agree with that part of it, because what if you regret doing that? But for the sake of like a mental exercise, I think it's really, really good advice. Well, thank you for wishing well for the film. I appreciate that. Hope your things go well too. It'll be super nice. It'll be nice to see your progress and be proud of your work. Aw, yeah, thank you. Same to you. I really hope it goes well. One of my like New Year's resolutions for this year was to finish writing the first arc of my story with my OCs. So hopefully I can manage that this year. even if I'm definitely not going to be able to finish everything about it, but if I can finish writing the first arc, like that's a reasonable goal to set, I feel like. Personal projects for now is basically setting up Neo Cities, as well as drawing all my OCs before Art Fight begins. Oh yeah! When is Art Fight again? I forget what like time of the year it is. Is it like June, July, August? Somewhere in there? Also wanted to write a short story of my OCs just to show their personalities, dynamic action. Aw, yay. Art Fight's always after Pride Month, aka July. Okay, thank you. First time you're hearing of Art Fight? I was about to say I'm surprised to hear that, but honestly I hadn't heard about it until like 2 years ago either, and it's been going for almost a decade, I think. I could be wrong. It feels like it's like, from what I remember, it's been going for a long time. But yeah, it's very cool. Just a bunch of artists who've set up a system where they draw fan art for each other, and then you get like points, and yeah, you get points for drawing other people's fan art, like fan art of other people's OCs, and then you get fan art of your OCs. It seems very fun. I've never participated because I'm scared of like having a lot of pressure. But yeah, it seems very cool. Art Fight is an art gifting game. You attack people by drawing their OCs and defend by people drawing your own OCs. That's a way better description of it than I did. Yeah, thank you, Ray. I've actually seen this around but didn't know it had a name. Yeah, it's so cool, right? Maybe someday I will participate. It seems like such a cool, like, the fact that people came up with that, you know? Very cool. No spooky music, please. Thank you. Newcomers need to remember it's not a contest. It's a place where you want to draw, whatever and express by drawing. Yeah, I guess I get kind of intimidated, but it seems like fun. I genuinely forgot that Truthless Recluse's hair curves inward and not outward like Pure Vanilla's. That's the proof to myself that I haven't drawn him enough. People are cool sometimes for real. Yeah. Exactly. I can't help but feel like these body proportions aren't quite right. Yeah, that's better. Some cool artists on Artfight that you right after Artfight, I think. Yeah, I remember that. Because I remember you were talking about like finishing the last couple pieces for it. I forget if was it last year or was it the year before? Oh my gosh. I'm perception. Yeah, I remember you were talking about finishing off the last couple pieces for Artfight. Yeah. The first time that you joined stream. The only thing that intimidates me in violating the score system is you have to disclose what you did to your art. Like, does it have clean art, line art? Is it a sketch? Does it have a background? Yeah. So side note, but have you heard of the video game Kenna Bridge of Spirits? Yes. I love that game and I just found out that the second part comes out sometime this year. It makes me want to key smash. Relatable. Yeah, I have not played it, so please no spoilers, but I have it in my library, and I'm planning to play it. I was gonna play it for stream. I probably will still do that. I just have like a weird thing with starting new games. I get overwhelmed at the thought of starting a new game and then I just don't start it. But I have it in my library, and I will play it. Hopefully on stream. I love how it looks, and like I love the vibes from all the trailers I've seen. It looks lovely. I honestly just appeared out of nowhere and like staying here. Yeah. Full age. Yeah, I don't. Does that work? I guess not. Knock, knock, knock. Streamlabs, are you awake? Hold on, let me double check. Okay. Streamlabs is awake. Pleased. Do we seriously not have a follow each command? Why not? I guess not. Yeah, because that's weird. I feel like there should be. That should be in default commands, but there is no such thing and I don't know how to code one, so... I'd love to watch you play that on stream. Super cool, cozy game and some amazing music. Yeah, I do want to. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Will you play Limbus? We'll see about that. I would love to know the story, but if it's a like, I know it's a gacha game. If it's one of those gachas that take a long time and I don't know, you never know. Like, when I get into a gacha game, it's always like 50-50 chance if it will if I'll drop it within a week or if I will have it on my daily list of things to do for the next 5 years. There is no in between. So I can't promise anything, but I do want to like watch a story summary or something like that at least, because I do want to know the story, even if I end up not playing it. It doesn't matter, I met you last year because it's my first art fight last year. Okay. Yeah, that checks out then. First year was crazy. I did 21 pieces, like literally art bloodlust kicked in. Yeah, that's a lot. Good job on that. I hope it wasn't, like... I hope it wasn't too much. You got to have a good break afterwards. I never finished your Vanilla's hat. No. There we go. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Fellow age 37 years. Now that would be a feat, because I've only been streaming for about 5. I'd honestly do 100 pieces of art rather than work an hour on a desk job. Yeah, that's fair. isn't really an interesting pose for this one, but it's enough of a challenge to do cookie form, so... I actually like this a lot more than I thought I would. It still looks weird without any sort of hat. It looks stranger in cookie form than it does in human form, but still. I really like this design. I'm by no means a professional at the cookie run style. I got some improving to do. But it's still like close enough, right? Maybe I'll come up with some sort of headpiece for him. I guess his hair is actually that long, huh? might have to go soon. I have some house duties to fulfill, and I might not come back to watch. So bye, Yamit. Nice hanging with you. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. I hope that you have a good rest of your day, Ray. And congrats on the homework, and good luck with the house duties. Hey, thank you so much. I probably won't be streaming for very much longer. We are 20 minutes over time. I just really wanted to finish this. We overvibe it, yeah. Yeah. The urge to finish your art even though your time is up. It's not perfect, but it's not that bad. Oh yeah, I did make a beaded pattern on the skirt, right? It's not that bad. Definitely could do better, but not within the time that we have today. Let me do the flat colors for Truthless Recluse, and then we'll call it there. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope it was a good time. Yeah, I certainly had a good time. Get to draw cookies. It's not so bad. Alright. I might render these in my own time, but for today we'll call it here. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope y'all have a really good rest of your day or night, and if anyone's heading to sleep, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. And I will see you next time. Bye bye!